Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, everybody watching around the world. This is the BSR Cup Series League here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. We're going short track racing today. It's been a while since we've been at a short track. This is pretty exciting for everyone, I would say, certainly. Welcome. And alongside me, as always, I have my trusty color commentary with Colin Bester. So, welcome, Colin. What do we have in store for us today?
Well, man, this is at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Last time a real-life NASCAR Cup Point Series race was almost 30 years ago. 2 years after I was born. Elliot, I don't think you were born yet, but this track has a lot of character. It is probably one of the more difficult road short tracks that we will go to all season long as I pull out of pit road to give you guys a little bit of a track guide here. This is a 0.62 mile short track. It's interesting. It's been repaved in the sim. In the past, it actually was modeled after the old racing surface, but the difference is in this racetrack start as soon as you come off turn 4. You're heading downhill into turn 1. It's the only track where we head downhill into turn 1, trying to double apex and kind of come up in the middle of the corner, try to exit low off 2. Then you're going back uphill, going up through 3 and 4. You can brake a little bit later, carry a lot more speed. There's this little bump on the transition of 4, and that completes a lap. And it's going to be very interesting to see how these guys get through all these bumps. You can lose it coming off of turns 2 and 4 very easily. But here's the thing, coming down to 35 miles an hour. And this is a very long pit road, probably about, I would say 3/4 of the track is actually pit road. So you're completing 3/4 of the lap here. At 35 miles an hour, you lose about 38 seconds on pit road. That's 2 laps. So green flag stops here. If you decide to do that, that is going to be a gamble that you take. You want to pit at least under caution with everybody else. But if we get a green flag run tonight, which I don't think we will get a very long green flag run tonight, Elliot, certainly that is going to be something that you watch out for. 225 laps around this 0.62 mile track. You can go about 170, 160 laps on a tank of fuel. Everyone's got to pit once for fuel. And then it's a race to the end, but everyone here gets 4 sets of tires. So making them last for the entire 225 laps is going to be the biggest challenge, Elliot. But it's short track racing on a Friday night. Can't get much better than this.
Absolutely not. You really can't get that much better. Colin, I want to know, is the high side going to be viable today? Are we going to see a lot more multi-groove racing, or is it just going to be almost bumper to bumper, kind of trying to move each other out of the way, very physical style of racing?
Well, I think turns 1 and 2 offer a little bit more of a different path, different multiple lines than 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is probably going to be a fight for the bottom. You can run the second lane up, but obviously you're going to be running that right side, that right front tire off. But you can run the bottom here. You can run the top here in turns 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is probably where you're going to be making most of your passes, trying to get set up off turn 4 to make a pass going into turn 1, and then completing that at the exit of 2. It's going to be very interesting to see how these drivers attack that. And also, Elliot, we have a bounty tonight on one Alan Duggar. Whoever beats Alan Duggar tonight, the caveat is he has to finish the race. So he cannot DNF tonight. But as long as Alan Duggar finishes the race, and if you finish higher than him, you walk away with $100. If that doesn't happen tonight, Elliot, you're going to love this. We go to Indianapolis next week, and you have the chance to walk away with $200. So it should be a fun next couple of weeks. And obviously, Indianapolis is a playground of you and I, so we'll be looking forward to that race. But Isaac Treese and Shane Parrish. Shane Parrish making his return to the BSR Cup Series. First time in a little bit. He is starting outside front row, and Isaac Treese is your pole sitter tonight. But Alan Duggar in 3rd place, starting P3.
No, this is going to be a very interesting race today, I think. I mean, we have never gone to this racetrack before for a points-paying race, and so I mean, these guys probably putting a lot of work in all week long to get good and to get used to this track. I mean, it is a totally new one. This is the first time in a while since Chicagoland that we've had a brand new oval. as a points-paying race, and also this surface just got repaved, didn't it?
Yeah, this has a lot of grip, and it's weird. The tires feel have a lot of grip, but you still have the issues that you have on short tracks of getting power off. Remember, we are in the high horsepower, low downforce configuration since this is a short track. So 750 horsepower to the rear tires, not a lot of downforce, keeping the rear underneath you. So certainly it's going to be a struggle coming off of turn 2 and off of turn 4, considering how it's sort of the banking sort of just falls away from you. But this is going to be a very fantastic race. The racing so far has been good this week on the iRacing service, but the thing is we're racing against non-professional competition. So we haven't had a lot of green flag runs in these races, but Isaac Treese has walked away with a win this week. Alan Duggar walked away with a win in a top split race, beat a Pro Series guy this week. So
wow.
BSR boys can get it done this week. And we have a couple of new faces. Michael Davis, I think, returns this week. Jarrett Jones also makes his return. Miles Stacy makes his return as well. A couple new faces, a couple old faces. The Adamson brothers starting in the P15 and P16 respectively. Should be a very fun event.
What about Michael Augustine? He's a new face around here. He'll be in the number 14, or sorry, the number 19 Toyota Camry, sponsored by CM Performance. And I gotta take a minute to look at Shane Parrish. I mean, that's a sexy paint scheme right there. That is really cool. Sponsored by Mars and BSR, with some Easy Dealing Wheels and Tires decals as well. I think that Shane Parrish is going to do everything he can to get that number 66 into victory lane today. He could have the $100 bounty on Alan Duggar's head. But I want to take a second and talk about Isaac Treese right after we go green here. We're going to be coming up to the line right now.
6 races to go until the playoffs start. So
6 races. Oh yeah. It's gonna start getting real, guys. It's gonna start getting real. It's gonna start getting real hairy, and the green flag's out, and we are going. Isaac Treese looking like he got a good start. Same with Alan Duggar. Shane Parrish, not a good start, and he's gonna slip to the back. Oh boy, Treese has got a black flag. He's got a black flag. He's gonna have to bring it down, and that is not good for the driver of the number 1 car on pole. Has to come down for the black flag. Alan Duggar now out front. He's going to be in the lead, with Shane Parrish getting a little loose behind him, and Nick Godsey going to slide in right behind him, or right next to him, rather. I apologize. Driving pretty hard right now, driving off the number 66. Shane Parrish looks like he's struggling a little bit to kick off this race. He's just a little loose. Did not fire off well, but that may have been due to a false start from Isaac Treese, that he just wasn't expecting Treese to go that early. Looks like we got a little bit of smoke.
Isaac Treese did jump the start on that, so now put him 2 laps down. Certainly a big hole on a 1.5-mile track, but here at a short track, we expect a lot of cautions to happen. So if the cautions sort of fall his way, he'll be back up in contention for this race. But Alan Duggar just set the fastest, actually, mind you, Nick Godsey just set the fastest lap, 18.23. He's going after Alan Duggar as they go into 3.
Yeah, he's just getting caught in that dirty air. Tip him back, Duggar clan, and everyone else watching. Every time we say dirty air, you got to take a shot. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's customary in this league. Shane Parrish, he's looking like he's settling in just a little more. He did get a little bit loose starting off there. That was a bit interesting to see, because we don't typically see Shane Parrish struggle like that, especially off jump. So seeing if he can't make up the time here against the 2 in front of him will be pretty interesting to see. Got the number 51 car in Jarrett Jones right now, mellow yellow, very classic paint scheme. Really like that. Honestly, I really like that. Really love that paint scheme, and didn't get to mention it too much last week, but it is definitely going to be cool. Michael Davis driving the Cobalt Lowe's number 48. He's looking pretty good so far. He's going to be ahead of Wesley Crump in that Easy Deal and Wheels and Tires number 29. Go ahead, my friend Colin.
And while we're updating, we have two black flags. Hugh Brown and Mike Augustine have black flags. They're on pit road right now serving a penalty, or did they get damaged? But Gus Otero brought out that caution spinning off in turn 2.
Well, now we are under caution, looking like Gus Otero had a bit of an issue. Let's see exactly what ended up happening here. Oh, he just got loose. Woo! Isaac Treese, he got a his rear end must have clinched up there pretty hard, but looks like he's going to come out of it okay. Gus Otero, a little bit of a spin's going to get out before the pace car though, I think. And Gus Otero, I think, will remain on the lead lap. So far, kind of an uneventful race. I mean...
So, actually, if you go back to lap 6 with Mike Augustine, he actually got loose coming off of turn 2, went left passenger side into the wall, came down the track, collected Hugh Brown. They spun on pit road. Oh,
that must have been the smoke that we were seeing. Okay.
Both got unsafe pit entry and got black flags.
Let's see exactly what happened.
Mike Augustine.
Oh, yeah, no, he bent it into the wall. Hugh Brown slammed. Oh, good Lord, that is vicious. That is unfortunate for both the number 35 and the number 19. The number 19, in his inaugural race, basically is done now, I would say. I mean, I don't envision that car really getting back out on track without significant repairs, so... We won't see a rookie or a first-time driver win his first race in the BSR Cup Series, unfortunately, today. But doesn't mean that it can't happen for Augustine in the future.
And according to this, Isaac Treese now back on the lead lap.
That's a break that Treese needed. He needed to get back on that lead lap. He has got a lot of speed here. We have the pace car now going off. Alan Duggar's going to lead us to green here. Here we go. He's actually going to wait for the start line this time, and he's gone.
Yeah, goes a little bit late in the box. Has the preferred line on the outside. Going to give him the momentum coming off of turn 2. But Nick Godsey was coming really quick in that last run, and now Jarrett Jones in that mellow yellow 51 battling for the lead.
Trying to work on that inside. Keep that left front tire below Duggar's left rear tire. Trying to get that cleaner. Now he's going to go on the outside. He's going to try and get a run. Challenge Alan Duggar for the lead, his good friend. And he'll do it. He is challenging Alan Duggar right now. How long will it last, though? He's going to have to try and get the run coming out of the turn. He won't do it. And Alan Duggar's going to looks like he's going to secure the lead for now at lap 15 out of number 225.
Yeah,
you can see Godsey's just on his tail pretty hard. He's definitely trying to keep up with him, get that lead, get that clean air on that nose. We know how important that can be. I know I have never personally raced at North Wilkesboro in a competitive race, but I can say this is a dirty air track. This track definitely has a lot of dirty air going for it. So you got to make smart passes. You got to be able to manage your tires, manage your stuff, and just find clean air where you can. You can see Godsey just all over the racetrack searching for something. He's staying close though, and we have another caution that comes out. What ended up happening there?
Like Jarrett Jones went around.
Yeah. Weird. I'm not getting anything on my little notifier, so I don't believe that there's a replay that we can go to. Sorry, guys.
So, looking at the replay here, let's see. Looks like Shane Parrish tagged Jarrett Jones in the left rear quarter panel, sent him around into the outside wall. They both continued. But it looks like either Jarrett Jones tried to close the door on Shane Parrish, or Shane Parrish stuck his nose in a place that it didn't belong.
Yeah, it certainly does. That certainly would raise some questions. It sucks that I cannot pull up the replay, but that is... We'll just basically go off of what you say. We got some takers on pit road. Jarrett Jones and I believe Miles Stacy will enter pit lane on the second caution on lap 19.
You know, I was looking at the points before while the race was going on, before we got under caution. Alan Duggar, 52 points above Nick Godsey with 6 races left until the chase cut line. Alan Duggar, Nick Godsey, they're locked in. Gus Otero, Isaac Treese, Shane Parrish, according to my math. They just had to start the race tonight, and they locked themselves in. So already 5 drivers locked in to our postseason chase for the BSR Cup. Roland Collette, Roger Shelton, Johnny Mahalchek, Ed Ryan, Hugh Brown, Shane Paul, and Chris Webb round out your top 12. Brickley, Ben Adamson, Paul Danino, Joe Francis round out your 16th. With Ray Adamson, he is about 18 points away from knocking Joe Francis out of the last and final playoff spot. So if Ray Adamson has a nice couple races, he will lock himself into the chase for the BSR Cup. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Whoever is the regular season champion will be seeded number 1 after Daytona. I think we head to Gateway, Elliott. And it has
we do.
Speed going into the playoffs.
No, I think it's Darlington. I think it's Darlington.
Sorry, Darlington, and that's going to be the Southern 500.
I'm excited for that one. And Duggar's going to lead us back off to green, and he gets a good jump. Not a great jump again by Shane Parrish, as he's going to now have to fight Isaac Treese, who has worked his way back up to P3 now. Tran Treese clear the number 66. He will, and Isaac Treese is now, I think, solidly in P3. Oh, no, he's slowing down just a little bit. He did not have enough room to get up behind Nick Godsey. He will now. And Isaac Treese is back out in P3. Good job for him. He goes a lap down, gets his lap back, and is already back in the top 3. Great drive so far by Isaac Treese, trying to right his ship after that untimely, quite unfortunate jump at the start that gave him the black flag.
Another great showing from Wesley Crump, up 4 spots from where he sat. He's in P5, right behind Shane Parrish. And Roger Shelton, owner of Tint Solutions, right behind him at P6. But your next highest mover of the day, Ray Adamson, up 6 spots, solidly inside the top 10 as we complete lap 26 of 225. Less than 200 laps to go, Elliott. We're almost home.
Yeah, only 200-ish more times around. Chris Webb says, "What's up, fellas?" And he has put his support behind the number 1 car of Isaac Treese. Chris Webb is a sponsor of this race. It's great to see him here. I haven't seen Chris in quite a while. He's going for the Arizona boys, as me, Isaac, and Chris are all from Arizona. Well, they're from Arizona. I just live in Arizona, but he is a sponsor of this race. He made this league possible. So thanks to him, we are now broadcasting to all of you live right now. Yeah, busy with work is usually the thing, Chris. Believe me, I've been busy as well. Have not gotten to race all week long. It's been studying for my math exam and studying for, or not even studying, just work and stuff. Chris does say he is going to be racing for the next 4 weeks, though, so that's going to be exciting to see the number 68 back out on track. That's going to be really fun. Rick Treese.
More Brandon's money.
Yeah, Rick Treese rooting for his son right now on the bumper of Nick Godsey. He's going to be on the outside right now. He has room. He has position. Can Nick Godsey clear him? It doesn't look like he's going to. Oh, no, he will not. He will barely clear him. Treese is going to do the switchback, though.
Trying to get the crossover here. I mean, you're literally trying to get all you can through turns 1 and 2. That's setting up the passes here in turn 3. It's pretty much a fight for the bottom here in turns 3 and 4. If you can hold that bottom, you get a really good run coming off turn 4, going downhill into turn 1, and that sort of sets you up right now. But I've been watching these races, saw Alan Duggar earlier this week. He came on very late. One of the things about this race, it is a day-to-night transition. So whoever's good now in the heat of the North Carolina sun, once that sun settles and this track is entirely enveloped in shade, the car may feel entirely different. So watch that play out. And we have a caution
Another one out back. Miles Stacy looks like he has a problem. See exactly what happened. Roger Shelton on his outside. Oh, Stacy just went up into him. Yep, Stacy now damaged big time, and he's going to have to pull down and go into the pits and get that damage fixed. Unfortunate for the driver of the number 55. Looked like he had a great job going.
We have a lot of takers on pit road. Isaac Treese now gains the lead. He did not pit. Alan Duggar, Jarrett Jones, Nick Godsey. Jarrett Jones actually stays out. So does Ray Adamson. He stays out as well.
Hey, Chris
Ben
says we're
Adamson
doing a great. Chris says we're doing a great job with the stream. Thank you, Chris. We've been working on it as much as we can with our schedules, especially mine being as busy as it is. So, really appreciate it, Chris.
And one thing, iRacing did do a little update midway through, or actually a third of the way through Season 3. They updated the pit stops here in the NASCAR Cup Series, so they actually do try to reflect real life. We've taken about 5 seconds off of pit road stops here, so going from about 15 seconds to about 9 to 10 seconds, depending on what you're asking for. So watch for that to be, I don't think it's going to be as big of an issue as it is here since it's a short track, but once we go to Indianapolis next week, we might have a little bit of pit strategy where do you take 4 tires and try to take as much fuel as you can to do a 4-tire stop, or do you wait on fuel? Could get into some interesting situations moving forward, but I don't think, considering most of these guys are about 20 laps away from their fuel window here, we still have to pit at least one more time for fuel, but for tires, yeah, they're going to be I would be interested to see at the end of the race how much the tire fall off is actually affecting these guys. Fastest lap so far for Nick Godsey, 18.23. His last time during green flag conditions, 18.4. So only 0.2 of fall off on a 36-lap stint by Nick Godsey.
Yeah, Nick is going to be leading us on. What is Isaac doing?
They delayed the green one more time around.
Yeah, but he's slowing down a lot.
Isaac Treese has been given an EOL penalty.
Why? I don't think we know why. Huh. Interesting. Isaac Treese getting an EOL penalty. That means he'll have to go to the end of the longest line, and he won't have the fresh tires either. That is going to be another setback for the driver of the number 1. Not good, but looks like Jarrett Jones in that number 51 car is going to lead us off to green here. At the line, and we are back to green. Jarrett Jones going to lead us off. Nick Godsey in P2. Let's see if he can take Jarrett Jones now and get that P1 spot. Finally get some clean air on the nose, and Godsey's around! Oh no, Nick Godsey is going to try a little bit too hard and go around. It looks like Wesley Crump will fill in that role, or fill in that space. And he's going to fight Jarrett Jones right now. Jones on his outside, Crump and Jones now fighting for P1. Wesley Crump having not a great race last week at Atlanta, but he is now solidly in P1 now. The driver of the number 29 taking advantage of a mistake by Nicholas Godsey in the number 8 car, and he will lead this race. Alan Duggar now coming up hard. Let's see if either of these guys can hold off Duggar. It doesn't look like Jarrett Jones is going to be able to hold off the number 12. That number 12 is digging hard. He is looking like he wants to get into first place. Can't blame him. That's where the clean air is. Wesley Crump just wants to see these guys battle it out behind him, and he is going to hold first place. Lap number 42. Crump is still leading. He's doing a great job so far. A lot of these guys doing a great job. We haven't really seen Wesley Crump up front in very many of these races. It's good to see him out front here right now. He's doing very, very well. Really just going to try and bring it home. Get that $100. You can see he really wants it. He's actually he's
Gus Otero.
Otero's gonna spin now.
But he is still rolling on track P12, just going into turn 1 and 2. He's going to be the first car Wesley Crump is going to run into in a couple laps here from now, as he would become the first car 1 lap down. But look at these lap times. Wesley Crump did set the fastest lap time, 18.209. But last time by, Alan Duggar was nearly a tenth faster. So Alan Duggar is coming, and he's coming quick.
Yeah, Alan Duggar, always a threat to win at any track. He's just a maestro at pretty much anything. I mean, he still continues to improve. There's just something to be said about the grit and determination from the driver of that number 12 car. Alan Duggar doing everything he can to get back into first place. Shane Parrish back into third place, the number 66 car. He's trying to keep up right now, and he's doing a pretty decent job, as we see the whole track is now completely dark, which means that grip should increase. Am I right about that, Colin?
The track is going to get cooler. It's going to increase with more grip. The air temperature is going to go down. These cars are going to be pumping out more power. Speaking of power, Ray Adamson, your biggest mover of the race, P6, 10 spots from where he started, having a great performance here on a track that we typically don't think rookies in the NASCAR in the A Open Series. Short tracks are probably one of the more difficult racetracks to master. He's having a good day. P6 has not pitted for tires so far. Isaac Treese has also not pitted for tires so far. So to see Isaac Treese up to P5, Adamson only in P6. Have not used any of their sets of tires yet. Probably saving them for later in the race as we come to complete. Lap 51, 175 laps to go. These three have checked out. Gap between first place and third place, Shane Parrish and Wesley Crump, 1 second. You have to go back another 3 seconds to Jared Jones in P4.
Yeah, I mean, I want to take a second and again compliment Isaac Treese, starting from the back yet again. He's going to be back in P5. He's continuing to work his way up there. He just needs to caution some tires, and he's going to be right back in this thing. Great drive by Isaac Treese. Nick Godzi with some damage. Yeah, he seems to have rebounded a decent amount, but he's still very much damaged. On the inside of the number 42 of Roger Shelton. And speaking of which, thanks to Roger and Tint Solutions, we have another sponsor just like Chris Webb from this league. If you ever need tinting jobs done on your car, please hit up Roger Shelton if you're ever in the Greenville, South Carolina area. He'll get you up right. Godzi seems to have made the pass very well on Roger Shelton. He's now trying to work on the number 45 of Ray Adamson. He's doing well so far. He's just trying to, I think it's because of the fresher tires. Or did he not pit that first time around?
What'd you say, Elliot? I was just daydreaming about racing.
I'm sure you were. What did Nick Godzi pit on that first pit on that when everyone else pit, or did he stay out like Isaac?
Yeah, everyone. So Wesley Crump, Duggar, Parrish all pitted on lap 34. Michael Davis pitted on lap 34. Nick Godzi also pitted on lap 34. Roger Shelton, Miles Stacy pitted on lap 34. Ben Adamson pitted 1 lap later on lap 35. Jarrett Jones is the one who's gone the second longest so far. He last pitted on lap 19, and Isaac Treese and Ray Adamson have not taken tires to this point.
Well, so back up front, Wesley Crump now trying to hold off the hard-charging Alan Duggar. Duggar is within 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, 0.3 separate first and third. And looking at the lap times, 18.3 for Wesley Crump. About 6 seconds fallen off from his fastest lap time of the day. Isaac Treese on about 50, 60 lap old tires, about a tenth slower, running 18.9s right now. Everyone is in the high 18s, low 19-second bracket here.
You know, compliments to Wesley Crump for leading the race this long. I mean, he doesn't have the fresh tires that Alan Duggar has, and he's still battling right now. Doing a really good job.
No, Elliot, they pit on the same. They pit on the same.
They pit on the same lap.
On lap 34.
Never mind. Either way, Wesley Crump doing a great job staying out front. Even with two giants breathing down his neck, keeping him in his rear view. Lap 61 now of 225. You know, 3 cautions up to this point. I honestly thought there would be more.
Yeah, I thought there would be more too. I'm looking around this racetrack right now. Your battle for first or third is really the closest gap between any of the other cars on track right now. There's about a half-second gap between Jarrett Jones and Isaac Treese. Then you fall back to 6th and 7th. About half-second gap between those two, and then you fall back another 3 seconds, going back to 8th, 9th, and 10th place. Which is Roger Shelton, Ray Adamson, and Miles Stacy. So everyone is spread out here, but look ahead to, in turn 1 right now, Ben Adamson is in danger of going a lap down and throwing a curveball into this battle for lead as Alan Duggar looks slow down the back.
Duggar's been looking low, but he just can't seem to pass Wesley Crump on the inside or the outside. Crump doing an amazing job defending. Meanwhile, Shane Pear is staying close, waiting for an opening for him to slip in there and possibly take P1 away from either Duggar or Crump. Duggar still hard on the attack. And now Ben Adamson looking like he's about to go a lap down. This could either help or hinder Crump in a big way. Or the cars behind him. He's going to stay up high. Looks like Crump's going to go on the inside. Yep. And no drama, nothing. Just a nice little conveyor belt. Straight line in there. Ooh. Crump hitting the wall. Back to racing.
Yeah, you're seeing these multiple lines that you're getting. Alan Duggar entered right along the wall in turn 1 and 2. Timing it down in turn 2, extending that back straightaway as long as he possibly can, giving him a huge run down the back, but it's not enough. It looks like Wesley Crump is beating Duggar on entry, which is setting up for a nice little double apex in 1 and 2. It's just Alan Duggar just is beating him on exit. So it feels like punch, counter punch here as we're working complete number lap 69. Nice. What a nice
lap to be on. Crump still holding on to this lead. This is honestly, kudos to him. He's just been holding off Alan Duggar. Someone really wants that $100. And Wesley Crump thinks it should be him. And Crump goes around! He overdrove it! That's going to bring out a caution, but no damage as he's going to turn it right. And Wesley Crump saves it after spinning in first place. Looks like Alan Duggar got him with some dirty air games, maybe aero griefed him a little bit. Crump only falls to 3rd place, though.
Yeah, just pirouetted down the front straightaway off the bumper. It looks like he just got loose. Maybe there might have been some contact between Alan Duggar and Wesley Crump, but Wesley Crump still scored P3.
Yeah, again, great job by Crump to keep it off the wall. Unfortunately, couldn't hang on to the lead. But he drove really hard, and he should be happy with his drive so far. Just got to iron out a couple things.
Ben Adamson gets the lucky dog.
I don't think Crump's pitting. Looks like we got a few guys who are going to stay out here. Looks like Isaac Treese going to stay out as well. Interesting strategy, but he's in P7 now. Ben Adamson is totally pitting in, and so is Hugh Brown. Gus Otero seemed to be out. Mike Augustine, he is back on the racetrack.
Augustine, my scoring looks like DNF'd.
Oh, he's DNF'd? Okay. I thought he was back on the racetrack.
while we're under caution, for racing news, Caden Honeycutt won the Cars Tour feature at North Wilkesboro Speedway. And you'll never guess who finished second. Corey Hunt.
I would not have guessed that. I would have said that Corey Heim won the race if I had known that even was going on. Pace car is off now. Oh, wow. Pace car is off now. Alan Duggar going to take us to green with Michael Davis on his inside. Good to see him up here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. These guys are on about 34 lap full tires. Isaac Treese is the first car running in P5 with fresh tires. He just pitted, so it looks like the speed differential between Isaac Treese, as we see Nick Godsey go 3 wide coming out of turn 2. He takes 3rd place.
Nick Godsey, damage and all, is going to be in 3rd place. What a move by the driver of the number 8, but it looks like he's under fire now from the 1 car of Isaac Treese. Treese now going to dive on the inside. Looks like he's going to take the spot, unless Godsey has anything for him in the middle and high lane, which he does not. Looks like Isaac Treese will get P3, and he's back up there yet again. This top 3 is looking just like it did in the beginning of the race. Parrish, Treese, and Duggar, and Treese is absolutely driving it. He's going to probably pass Shane Parrish here, and he's going to try and make his attack at Alan Duggar. 2 different tire strategies, but Isaac Treese looking like he's going to get back into the lead here. He's going to go way high.
You can see almost 35 lap pressure tires from Isaac Treese over Alan Duggar, carrying so much more speed through the center of the corner. As Isaac Treese is going to get the run off turn 4, he's going to take the lead, lap 78.
Isaac Treese back out front. What a drive for him. He has worked his way back from a black flag and an EOL, and he is back out front. Awesome job for the 1 car of Isaac Treese, doing it for Arizona.
Don't look now, Cole Trickle in that 51 car and passing Alan Duggar for 2nd place. You have 2 cars in the top 2 on fresh tires. It's going to be a dogfight. Isaac Treese versus Cole Trickle.
No, not that Cole Trickle. It's Jarrett Jones who's Cole Trickle today in that number 51 mellow yellow car. He's also going to have fresh tires. He'll be able to get back out front. Again, 2 different tire strategies working here. I don't think Alan Duggar is worried at all. I'm pretty sure that he expected this. Either way.
Now, Roger Sheldon also on the same tire strategy as Treese and Jones. Look for him to start competing and passing Alan Duggar and Shane Parrish. Interesting. I forgot how many sets Brandon Sanders gave the crew here tonight. Did he give 4 sets of tires to everybody?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure, but certainly you got to manage your stuff today. Can't just go down and get tires any time you want. You got to really spread them out. Got to be a bit of an economist about it. Right now, I think what Treese and Jones want to see is this go green for a while. They just want to run it out of fuel and then go pit for the last little bit and get that lead back and then win the race. That's what I think Isaac's strategy is. And as the field starts to spread out, I think we're going to start seeing a little less. Little bit of less cautions. I mean, we've had, 4 or 5 so far. As the field spreads out, we're going to see less and less of those cautions.
Yeah, and the thing is, these drivers are settling into a rhythm right now. You're hitting your braking points. You're getting on the gas at the points you want. You're turning in. You're turning out whenever you want to. You're in a rhythm right now. First couple laps, you have to find that rhythm, and that's why it's so dangerous at these initial starts. We're all so close together, and still trying to figure out who's going to do what. But right now, Isaac Treese just setting sail over the rest of the field. 1.4 seconds at the line, completing lap 87.
Told you, this kid has got a lot of speed, and he turned a corner when he won that race at Sonoma. And he's continuing to he did not have a good race last week, but it's a super speedway. What can you do there? Isaac Treese now really trying to work hard and get his points up. I think that he certainly could use it. Yeah, I mean, who couldn't use some extra points, you know?
I mean, 3 weeks ago he was outside the top 10 in points, and now he's sitting 4th in points, just to show the remarkable turnaround he's had over the past couple of weeks. Also, we've had a couple of guys take provisionals, so they get credited with last place points. But Isaac Tree says moving on up the standings, gap still 1.5 seconds to Jarrett Jones. And just to see how the difference is, there's 18 laps in this run. Isaac Trees just ran an 18.6. Alan Duggar, 18.9. That is the difference. That is the difference between pitting on lap 70 and last pitting on 54 lap old tires. So 18 lap old tires versus 54 lap old tires.
That's a big difference right there in terms of tires. I mean, we've really gone 18 laps on this set already? Wow.
Yeah, these top two, 1.5 still the back. Alan Duggar, 5 seconds back from Isaac Treese right now. Just put that in perspective. Alan Duggar's coming out of turn 4. Isaac Treese is entering turn 1. Almost a full straightaway separate those two drivers.
Looks like Miles Stacy now trying to work on that 66 car of Shane Parrish in P4. Stacy had a bit of a moment where he hit the wall, smashed his nose up pretty good. Car's still not entirely fixed, but he's making some good time right now. Roger Shelton just getting a little loose out back. Michael Davis under fire from Hugh Brown, even though Hugh Brown is not on the lead lap. He got involved early on with Mike Augustine in a bit of a wreck, but looks like he's trying to bounce back as well as he can, still get out there and race. Both Davis and Brown get a little loose coming out of that turn.
Those
Wesley
brake rotors just absolutely glowing red.
Yeah, Wesley Crump now, he's still trying to work his way back up to the front. P9 right now. Right now, a bit under fire from the 45 car of Ray Adamson, Ben Adamson behind him. Hugh Brown only one lap down, so if we get a caution, Hugh Brown will be back on the lead lap, barring anyone gets in front of him, who's a lap down.
Yeah, I mean, Isaac Treese is clipping off laps at a hurried pace. That gap between Isaac Treese in P1 and Ben Adamson, who would be the next lap car, is shrinking quite rapidly. About a second faster is the gap between those two cars. Isaac Treese about a second faster per lap.
Yeah, again, Isaac Treese is doing such a good job. Jarrett Jones still able to maintain the gap around 1.5 seconds. But I still think that Isaac Treese, if he can stay out front and no more mistakes, could very well have a shot to win this race. He may be on the right pit strategy. I think that's kind of what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to who has the best pit strategy, Duggar and Parrish or Jones and Treese.
Look, the only people hoping for a caution now, we have this race is spread out so far. There are 27 laps on this green flag run. Isaac Treese, Jarrett Jones, Miles Stacy could make it on fuel right now. Everyone else, Alan Duggar, Shane Parrish, Michael Davis, Dick Godsey, Wesley Crump, they all have to pit for one more time for fuel, which is going to be a longer stop for them since they're taking fuel. Since these new rules that iRacing has devised with the quicker pit stops, that could come into play here towards the end of the race. Now, certainly when Alan Duggar and Shane Parrish pit, they're going to be faster. But if this race continues the way I think it's going to be as we're completing a lap 100 this time by, looks like Isaac Treese, Jones are going to be in a best position to end the race with fresher tires than the rest of the field.
Does Treese and Jones have to pit?
Treese and Jones have to, they're good on fuel, but for the next to go to 125 more laps on the same set of tires, that's going to be a difficult ask for anyone to do.
Of course it is, but I think that I think these guys have done enough testing to where they know the limits of their tires here. I mean, multiple guys have won races here, so I certainly think that they'll be able to apply those skills when it comes down to it.
See Wesley Crump come down to pit road.
Wesley Crump going to pit road. Very curious as to why. Maybe he's just trying to get out early and try and flip the field as much as he can and win this race based on fuel, maybe.
Look, he's been racing on 67 lap, nice old tires right now. Sorry, I had to do it. But he's going to go release 2 laps down right now. He's going to be stuck pretty much in 12th place, 2 laps down. The last car running right now as Gus Otero still on pit road. According to my telemetry, he has a meatball flag right now.
Gus Otero really did not have a good race today. Usually we expect a lot of consistency. Maybe not running up front for him. Maybe. Oh no, Treese! Treese is gonna hit the wall. That's gonna bring out a caution, I think. No caution. We're still green. Nope,
and
there it is.
Flies.
Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. He had such a good race going. What happened? Looks like the lap car kind of got into his way a little bit. Let's see exactly what happened.
It looks like Ben Adamson tried to give him plenty of room. It seems like Isaac Treese just gave it a little bit too much throttle coming out of turn 4 and looped it.
Yeah, that looks exactly what happened. He had plenty of room, but just gave it too much throttle, tried to stay off him, and Isaac Treese.
Everyone's coming to pit road.
I can't blame him. You got to pit now. Jarrett Jones, this is certainly not what he wanted to see. He wanted to still continue his lead out over Alan Duggar to try and get more time. Forced Duggar to pit under green, causing him to lose a lot more time. But unfortunately for Duggar, for Isaac Treese and Jarrett Jones, Treese is gonna bend it. I don't know if Treese is gonna come back out. He's gonna try and get that damage fixed. Hopefully he can, and still be competitive. But that's just unfortunate. The driver of the number 1. 51 car is now out first. He is still on the lead lap after caution number 5. Lap 107, now 108. We're gonna have quite a few. We still have quite a few laps to go here. We're not exactly halfway in the race yet.
Looks like Ray Adamson is being scored as the first car 1 lap down. Godsey also 1 lap down. A spot behind him, Wesley Crump also 1 lap down.
Looks like Miles Stacy slowing down on the tops, let some guys go by. He's going to be first car 1 lap down. Or Adamson is, I guess.
Wesley Crump goes the wave around. Looks like Duggar and Jarrett Jones have taken the top. Who is going to be the first car who decides to take the bottom? And that
it's going to be the number
45 of Ray Adamson.
No, it looks like he's just going into the bottom. I think it's going to be Shane Parrish who's going to fill that hole in the bottom. Or not.
It's Ray Adamson.
He's Ray Adamson, yeah. Interesting. Ray Adamson, a lap down, going to be starting P2. Or in line, at least. First on the bottom lane. And we are back to green. Jarrett Jones out front. Adamson just going to let Parrish and Davis go. Oh, good Lord! Jarrett Jones in the wall. Big time. That's big damage right there. That just handed P1 to Alan Duggar. Almost. Maybe. Maybe the damage wasn't that bad. It looks like the right front just hurt a little bit. Can he stay out front? Doesn't look like that right rear was affected. I thought that right rear was going to be more affected
spin
with that wall.
Ben Adamson around. Ray Adamson around.
Adamson and both the Adamson brothers are around.
Oh, sorry, that's Nick Godsey. No, sorry. Yeah, Ben Adamson. My apologies.
Yep, Adamson hits the wall. Look, yeah, and you're right. Ray Adamson going around, Ben Adamson going around. Quite unfortunate.
Alan Duggar just chomping at the back bumper of Jarrett Jones. Remember, there is a bounty on Alan Duggar tonight, $100 to whoever beats him.
And right now, what I gotta say is I don't think anyone is gonna beat him aside from Shane Parrish. Shane Parrish is really the only one right now who I believe has a shot with Isaac Treese out of the race. I mean, we never know what we could see from someone like Michael Davis, but I just think that Jarrett Jones is too injured to continue holding off Alan Duggar for much longer. I mean, Duggar's just gaining time on him. He's sticking that nose on the bottom, getting that clean air. You can see Jones just getting a little bit loose. It's only a matter of time before Jones gets swallowed up by Alan Duggar. That's going to probably happen here in the next few laps.
Yeah, it looks like the time is now
Alan Duggar's going to get a good run coming off turn 4. He takes the lead. New leader, Alan Duggar, 110 laps to go.
And he's back out front.
But Jones has the preferred line coming down turn 2. He's going to have the run down the back. As we see,
oh, Davis in trouble. No caution. We're still green. We are still green.
Back on the outside.
Jared Jones is not. He is. Don't count him out yet, guys. He is still fighting for everything that he has. Duggar's going to slot in behind him, try and make another run. I don't know. Jared Jones is doing much better than I originally thought that he would be doing.
And look at Nick Godsey. Even though he's currently P9, he's trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, Godsey, he's now going to try and do it. He's gotten his car at least mostly fixed. I think that Godsey could be back in contention here pretty soon, especially if we see a caution come out.
Jared Jones is doing an excellent job defending right now. I don't think he's looking at the lap times, 18.7 to Jones, 18.6 to Alan Duggar, doing a master class defending right now. And I think that's backing the field up. That's allowing Nick Godsey to catch up. That's allowing Shane Parrish to get right there.
It's allowing Isaac Treese to stay in this as well. He's gotten up to P4, yeah. And he's 3 seconds ahead of Michael Davis.
And he's running faster laps than Alan Duggar and Jared Jones did last time by at least 2/10.
To be fair, Alan Duggar is kind of stuck behind a brick wall. And that brick wall's name is Jared Jones. Not giving Alan Duggar an inch, fighting for everything. How much longer can he keep this up? Can he keep this up for the rest of the race? Who knows? We'll find out. 12 car on the inside.
He's using his right front tire right now, trying to do everything he can to keep Alan Duggar behind him. It's only a matter of time. You can only get so many runs coming off turn 2 and down the backstretch. Looks like Alan Duggar is going to be in prime position to get the exit off turn 4 and resume the lead. He does.
Now Nick Godsey's sticking his nose. Nick Godsey's starting to stick his nose out front. Jared Jones still not done with it. He still wants that spot. He's going to have a run. Yeah, just nothing doing, it looks like.
Ben Adamson directly in front of the leaders. Shane Parrish gets a wall coming off turn 4.
Parrish now on the inside of Jones. Jones is bleeding spots fast. He needs a caution big time.
Yeah, looking at the lap times, 18.7 for Duggar. Last time by for Jared Jones, 18.9. Yeah, Alan Duggar 5/10 faster than Jared Jones last time by. The damage in that right rear, which I think Jared Jones went right rear into the wall first.
I think it's the right front, actually, that's the problem. You can see a little bit of that right front just caved in. I think he may have hit the right rear square on, so no damage in the right rear, or at least very minimal damage, because he was able to stay out in front of Alan Duggar that long. That's impressive.
20 laps on this tire, less than 100 laps to go, 99 to go this time by.
Godsey really trying hard to pass Alan Duggar. He wants that lap back, and he'll do it. Almost. Will he? Maybe. 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 Yes, he'll do it.
I think he does.
Nick Godsey is going to have his lap back the old-fashioned way, the IndyCar way.
And look who's right behind. Shane Parrish in P2, Isaac Treese in P3.
Treese has done a great job of working his way back up there. He deserves it.
How many times can he go to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front?
As many times as it takes for him to win,
that's
how.
It felt like a slinky.
Yeah, but an exciting one. It's just right when you say, oh no, he cannot possibly come back from this. Yes, he can. That's Isaac Treese right there for you folks. Resilient. He's proven it now. Doing a great job staying on Shane Parrish's rear bumper. It's just an animal. Won't let go. Roger Shelton, he's about a second back from Michael Davis. Doing as well as he possibly can. 131 out of 225. We are past the halfway point now. coming into the home stretch of this race. Little under 100 laps to go.
I love short track racing, and the best part, Elliot, is that we actually have more short tracks coming up in this little stretch of the season so far. Our next short track after this one, we go to Iowa after Indianapolis. Then we go to Richmond. And then we go to North Wilkesboro, not North Wilkesboro, but we go to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We go to the Magic Mile, and then we end the regular season on the High Banks of Daytona a month from now.
I gotta say, I'm excited for another Daytona race. See what will happen there. Will we have like the other, like 2 of the 3 other super speedway races where everyone wrecks out? We have one guy who's just able to inch across the line in first place. I mean, I gotta say, those last few laps on both of those races were absolutely insane. I loved every second of them.
Oh,
and we got a caution. Caution's out.
Ben Adamson.
Adamson going around. Can Shane Parrish knock Alan Duggar off of the throne today? That's going to be the question. I mean, you got to assume Isaac Treese is going to pit again, and we're going to see him come from the back to the front yet again. Nick Godsey.
Wesley Crump gets the
Crump.
lucky dog.
Crump with the lucky dog, because remember, Nick Godsey passed Alan Duggar and got his lap back.
So, and as we're under caution, a little pop culture news, and I don't know if you care, but I'll say it anyway. Tom Brady just slapped Logan Paul. Can you believe that is a sentence I spoke out loud?
Anyway, the World Cup is on Sunday. The World Cup
go
final
Argentina, baby!
Absolutely go Argentina. I gotta say, I was freaking out when that last goal from that cross from Messi to Lautaro Martinez made me jump out of my chair so fast. And so like crazy in celebration. I kicked the back of my foot, kicked the metal part of my chair, one of those metal legs, and I have a pretty bad bone bruise. So I haven't been able exactly to walk right, but I don't care. I don't care in the slightest bit. I am ecstatic. Argentina won it in 2022, and now they have a shot to win it again in 2026. Can Messi get that World Cup, or can the young man Lamine Yamal for Spain pull it out? I mean, that kid's crazy good. During the France game, I was thoroughly impressed with his play.
And to the people who say that Argentina is bribing the World Cup, they don't have money.
Yeah, be careful, but yeah, they can't exactly bribe refs when their currency is not doing too hot. Still an amazing country.
Speaking of doing hot, Hugh Brown is going to start being first car on the inside. He has fresher tires, 30 lap fresher tires than Alan Duggar. Roger Shelton also has fresher tires than Duggar. Isaac Treese.
Very interesting, because we're back to green now. Hugh Brown was actually almost out of it on the first couple laps. He wrecked with Augustine going into pit road, and that pretty much catastrophe. And he is now back in second. He's in second place, not back in second place. He has worked his way up all race to get to second place. And 30 lap fresher tires we saw, as you can see in the back there, the 48 car of Michael Davis getting a little bit loose, but no caution. Brown is right now on Alan Duggar's bumper. Can Brown pull it out here? Can he get the lead? He's on the bumper of Alan Duggar right now. 142 of 225. Yeah. If Q Brown is able to keep this, we could. It's enough fuel. He's got enough. He's got 30 lap fresher tires than Alan Duggar, and if this race goes green, I think we're going to be hard pressed to see someone challenge Hugh Brown for the win. As he's going to dive on the inside. He is there. He is right there. The number 12 of Alan Duggar struggling to fight against the 35 of Hugh Brown. Hugh Brown side by side as they go into turns 3 and 4.
And he's going to clear him.
Hugh Brown is almost going to clear him. Almost cleared him there. Got a little loose, lost some speed. But he's gonna clear him here, I think. Hugh Brown, new leader.
Also coming to the front, Nick Godsey on the same pit strategy as Hugh Brown.
Oh, here we go. Alan Duggar, he's wanting a caution now. He wants a caution. Nick Godsey back in this. Can he take the lead from Hugh Brown?
And I have to think that the move of the race, if Nick Godsey takes the lead and is able to hold on for the last 80 laps of this race, you have to think the move of the race was getting his lap back under green to put himself in a position.
Yeah, if not, he would have started at the tail end of the longest line behind a bunch of lappers. He certainly wouldn't be in this position maybe as quickly. Would have had to burn up his tires a little bit getting to Alan Duggar, and then Alan Duggar being such a great tire saver, we don't know what would have happened. But again, different pit strategies. Here we go. Wesley Crump now. He is right now a lap down, but he is in front of Shane Parrish. Shane Parrish is trying to fight to stay in front of Wesley Crump, but looks like Crump is gonna. Yeah, Crump won't be able to pass him here.
Looks like we got a battle heating up for the lead. Nick Godsey all over the back bumper of Hugh Brown.
Oh, this is just what the doctor ordered, Colin. I'm really excited for this. This is turning out to be a great race. We've had caution runs and we've had decently long green flag runs. I'm really hoping that we could see a pretty intense finish here at the end. But right now, Nick Godsey working that outside, trying to find some clean air to get around Hugh Brown. He's going to have a run going on the inside of 3 and 4. He's going to get to the quarter. He's at his door now. But Hugh Brown's going to get the acceleration. He's going to have a bit more of a run, but Godsey's still there. He can still take the spot. Oh, it's heating up for P1 as they just start to separate themselves from Alan Duggar, side by side, going into 1 and 2.
Yeah, and you got to think
3 and 4. Sorry.
The side-by-side racing is helping Alan Duggar. The lap times when Godsey and Brown are fighting have fallen off about to the same times Alan Duggar is currently running.
Yeah, but keep in mind, this is with them side by side. Once they get in front of each other, the leader's going to take off. Looks like Godsey is going to slide up in front of Hugh Brown, and we have a new leader. Hugh Brown trying to pull off the old crossover, but it's not going to work out. And Nick Godsey is going to secure first place, coming into 3 and 4 now. Awesome job by Nick Godsey. What a great run. Able to fix the damage after a mistake, and Nick Godsey will lead lap 154.
73 laps to go. It feels like we just started this race an hour ago, which we did. We're already almost to the conclusion of this race, barring a caution.
Yeah, barring any cautions, I don't think that's what Godsey wants to see. I mean, I don't know if he has any tires left. He may not. I certainly think that he wants to stay out front for as long as he can to the end of the race. They're starting to really separate themselves now from Alan Duggar. 1.6 seconds is the gap. They're starting to run faster lap times. That 30-lap tire advantage putting in work right now. Great job from these two. Great pit strategy. Just got to hold on and hope for no cautions, hope for a green finish, and they're going to be good. Michael Davis has moved up to P4. He's had his fair share of a little bit of issues today. He's gotten some contact, almost spun. He's gotten loose multiple times, yet he's been able to work his way up to P4 in front of Shane Parrish, and now working on Alan Duggar for P3. Great drive from the driver of the number 48. Shane Parrish seems to have fallen off just a little bit. Again, it's that tire gap, and he just has he's been solidly in the top 5 all day. He's had a great race. He just has not had the speed. Oh, Nick Godsey in the wall?
Nick Godsey hard off turn 2.
Hard?
He's rolling, but hard contact coming off turn 2.
I don't see any damage. I think he may be okay. He's got a 2.2 second lead. Ooh boy, I'm really hoping that he can hold on. Isaac's mom is here. Your son is in P6 right now. He is working his way back up. He's doing a great job.
And I have to say,
Staying
your son
with it all race.
has had a yo-yo day. Started on pole, took a black flag for jumping the start, was able to get that lap back, made his way to the front, then gets an EUL penalty, works his way back up to the front, back to the lead, and then unfortunately is trying to pass Ben Adamson. Spins coming off turn 4, and that certainly probably ends the winning opportunities for Isaac Treese, but solidly running inside the top 7 right now.
I don't know. If we get a few more cautions, Isaac Treese could definitely make a hard charge to the front of the race. Looks like Ben Adamson's going to pull off. Let the leaders go by, go into pit road, get some fresh tires. Nick Godsey, even with that hard contact in the wall, is still able to hold on to it. Doing a great job staying in front of Hugh Brown. Has a 2.5-second lead over Alan Duggar, his friend and rival in this series. Nick Godsey's in P3 in the standings, right?
Nick
Or
Godsey
P2, sorry.
Yeah.
Is he P2 or P3? It's either him or Otero.
I'm getting it. So Alan Duggar is currently P1, Nick Godsey in P2, Gus Otero in P3, Isaac Treese P4, and Shane Parrish, your top 5 in points right now.
Awesome. We have
Godsey's
5
able
guys.
to hold on. This would be his 2nd win of the season. Gus Otero is the highest driver in points without a win so far.
I mean, hey, that's what happens when you show up to every race, you give it your all, and you run consistent. Aside from today, Gus Otero's just, today and last week, honestly, Gus Otero has had just such a consistent season. It's very reminiscent of like a Chris Buescher or a Ryan Preece. Doesn't really have that like winning speed, but he's always able to stay like kind of in it. It's really awesome to see him come out week in and week out and compete. And unfortunately, his day was ended early today, but I'm sure he'll be back out there next week, and he's going to be prepping for the playoffs. He has a shot to win the championship. Again, it's just staying consistent with him. I think that's his path to win. Godsey, it seems that the times between Godsey and now Michael Davis has leveled off. Adamson, big time in the wall. That is going to that might slow up Hugh Brown just a little bit. Lap 167. Now lap 168.
I'm looking at these lap times here, Elliot, and I'm focusing on Nick Godsey. He is faster than for the past 5 laps, he's been faster than every single driver on the racetrack, except one, Michael Davis, currently P3. Michael Davis has been about a 10th faster per lap than Nick Godsey has for the past 5 laps.
Michael Davis doing a great job. And again, you see Nick the wall there, but he's had a bit of a crazy race so far. He's gotten loose, but he's stayed in it, and now he's the fastest car on track. He is right now working on a lap car, Ray Adamson, to get around him and possibly challenge Hugh Brown for the P2 spot. He's 1.1 seconds back, or 1.3 seconds back now from Hugh Brown. But he's going to try and work on him and get P2 and maybe even get P1 if he has the speed. He does have the speed, actually. I don't know if he has the time, but if this race goes green, it looks like it's going to be Godsey who's going to get the win. Which would be really good for him and his points.
Yeah, that would solidify him into the chase solidly. And the chase is the race not only to make the cut line, but the race for the regular season champion heats up. There's 5 races to go after this race. Your next stop, Elliot, is we're going to head a little bit up north and a little bit towards the Midwest as we visit one of the most famous tracks in all of motorsports. And it's a money race, it's Crown Jewel, but we BSR boys head to the Brickyard.
I'm excited. I'm going to spend the whole week racing that track. I won't stop till I get at least 2 wins. I love that track to death. It's just it's so perfectly suited for my driving style. I don't know why. I remember I lost my A license around Talladega last year in 2024, early 2024, or 2025, sorry, and I was just I got into the Gen 4s back before they were the current Gen 4s. They were just an ARCA car with a little more power. And then I got into that, and since then, these flat, long ovals like Pocono, like Indy, have been my strongest tracks. I've felt so good at them, and you know, I'm gonna feel great next week. I'm gonna be really, really excited to run that track. I mean, it's my favorite. It's my favorite track to run of the year. Not my favorite race in the real NASCAR schedule. Oh, looks like we have a change in P2. Looks like Michael Davis is in P2. He's caught Hugh Brown. He's going to now try and make up that 2-second gap to Nick Godsey with lap 177 out of 225. Sorry, we haven't gone 30 laps over or 50 laps over.
There's 48 laps to go, and the gap is 1.8 seconds. Looking at the lap times, Nick Godsey just ran a 19.1. Michael Davis a 19.0. 47 laps to go, coming to the line now. This race is not over. Michael Davis can see Nick Godsey in that front windshield. Certainly enough time for him to catch him.
Absolutely. 1.9 second gap is closing between the two. This could be an interesting
run of the night.
This could be an interesting finish. I'm kind of excited for this. Please stay green, guys. Looking like Hugh Brown has used up everything that he could. Alan Duggar now working on him, and Hugh Brown's just going to let him go, it looks like, or he's going to run high.
The only person
he's going to let him go.
Begging for a caution right now is we see the 45 of Ray Adamson. Looks like he made a pit stop. He's now 2 laps down. Really, the only one looking for a caution right now is Alan Duggar, who's sitting in P3 on 73 lap old tires right now.
Yeah, it's certainly not a good situation for Alan Duggar. He certainly expected to come out here and win this race, but seems up to this point he had the wrong pit strategy, and it seems to be biting him in the you-know-what right now. But doesn't take away from his speed. The dude's always fast, and he's been the car to beat today. So think about it like that. It's taken pit strategy basically in 30-plus lap fresher tires to beat him. Because if this race goes green for the rest of it, I don't see Alan Duggar winning it. He just doesn't have the tire, but Nick Godsey certainly doing a good job. Caution is going to be out.
Caution is out.
Ray Adamson is going to hit the wall and spin, and that's going to bring out the caution. All of a sudden, Alan Duggar is back in this race, and he has life. Not what Godsey or Davis wanted to see. Can certainly say it's what Hugh Brown may have wanted to see. He now has a chance to win this race. He is in P4. He started to fade big time. Godsey's going to be the first on pit road.
Michael Davis was the biggest loser. He actually got damage from that accident from Ray Adamson.
Oh, no.
Nick Godsey comes in.
Oh, yeah. That bad damage. That's terrible. Michael Davis had such a great race going, but that's racing for you. I mean, he is most decidedly in trouble now. Can he hold on to P2, or is he going to have to fix damage and go to the back? Awful news for the driver, the number 48. Had one hell of a drive going, kept himself out of trouble for the most part, and then just that has to kill. Honestly, that really hurts.
Well, it is a short track Friday night. We're going to restart under 40 laps to go, and there is a bounty on Alan Duggar.
Alan Duggar, man. $100 on Alan Duggar's head.
You know, I'm actually kind of hoping that it doesn't happen this week, and we go to Indianapolis and it's $200.
Are you really up in the bounty like that?
Well, no, it's the broadcaster's bounty is 100, but it's also a money race next week.
Oh.
It's Crown Jewel.
You're right. That means it's a full length.
Yeah, like I said, it's the BSR Brickyard 400.
Which means I'm going to have to take my math exam on my birthday.
Hey! Oh, by the way, speaking of birthdays, it's going to be my birthday on Wednesday. So
yeah, mine on Thursday.
And it's your birthday coming up.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Elliot. You get to do a math exam.
Oh, yeah, sorry, buddy.
It's either that or I'll
birthday,
do it
Colin.
Wednesday.
Happy birthday, Colin. You get to go to a school board meeting. Hooray!
Oh, that sucks.
I know. But look at this. Hugh Brown. He won.
Well, hey.
Nick Godsey.
Think about it this way. Think about it this way. It'll give you experience for the future.
And also look at Jarrett Jones.
We're
Also
back to
back
green.
in contention.
Hugh Brown did not take tires. Hugh Brown did not take tires. He might have been out of tires. That's insane.
This is going to certainly jumble everything up.
Oh man, Brown's
Shane
gonna take
Parrish
the
trying to
inside,
get
and he's
two.
gonna block Nick Godsey. Godsey desperately
wide.
trying 3 wide. Shane Parrish
he
out
ran.
front. Brown in the wall. Brown's gonna spin in a big wreck behind the leaders. Wow. Isaac Treese able to skate through. It looked like, but Jarrett Jones, Hugh Brown, Roger Shelton, looks like Miles Stacy as well involved.
Yeah, Jarrett Jones got a meatball flag. Michael Davis, DNF. Ray Adamson is towed to pit road.
Man, look at that pile up. We go to a different angle here. Yeah, Brown just... Oh, looks like a little bit of net code. You gotta be kidding me. Net code caused that caution. I'm gonna review that again. We're gonna see, like, this looked to me a lot like net code. Yep. Just a little bit of net code and it's gonna send... Oh my god. Looks like Treese barely got out of it unscathed. 3 drivers mainly involved, including Wesley Crump.
You know,
Terrible
I'd be interested
news.
to see if Isaac Treese has damage right now, and he's deciding to pit, this gives him more opportunity to fix that damage on that number 1 Toyota.
This is exactly what Isaac Treese wanted to see. You were right. You were right, Tabitha. He will be there. He is fast, and he's getting every opportunity now to fix his car so he can be even faster. Nick Godsey, I think, was honestly the biggest loser out of all of that. He lost his position to a risk-taking Hugh Brown, and not only did the risk not pay off at all for Hugh Brown, it hurt Godsey badly. Godsey now in P3 has lost the lead, and it looks like Alan Duggar in P1. No one's really been able to challenge him on fresh tires. So
Honestly,
now that
sometimes
the
it's
tire
great.
situation is evened out, it looks like Alan Duggar is going to it looks like Alan Duggar's race to lose, honestly. Unfortunately
really-
for the rest of these guys.
There's been 3 people who we've seen been able to take it to Alan. Actually, 2 other drivers have been able to take it to Alan Duggar. Nick Godsey was able to pass him on speed to get his lap back early in the race, and Isaac Treese was able to pass Alan Duggar on equal sets of tires. And looking at Isaac Treese's car, I remember before this last caution, he actually had damage on that left front of that Toyota Camry. That front fascia has been popped out. Looks like that damage is fixed. 32 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro.
Duggar going to take us to green. I think Parrish has got to give it all he's got. Don't count him out, and don't count out Nick Godsey either. And we're back to green. Shane Parrish on the outside, not getting a great jump. Neither did Nick Godsey, and Shane Parrish is going to retain P2. Alan Duggar is going to step out to the lead in P1. Almost 30. We are about 32 laps to go. Coming to 31. All Alan Duggar has to do is stay clean and out front for 31 more laps, and he's going to get the win here. Shane Parrish getting a little wiggly out on the exit of 4. Godsey on the outside of him. He's going to try and take the spot. Oh boy! Oh, Parrish gets a little bit loose, and Nick Godsey's gonna get P2. Nothing between him and Alan Duggar now. Can Nick Godsey pull it out? Do what he couldn't do at Michigan. Wesley Crump working in P3. What a comeback for him. Isaac Treese is a lap down. Oh, he must have gotten worse damage than we thought. Stacy out back is going to get turned. Another caution. This is turning into absolute chaos.
And that caution allows Isaac Treese to get back onto the lead lap. We have a 5-horse race for the lead. We're going to restart with about 25 laps to go.
Stacy got loose, and that is probably the most tame wreck that I've ever seen in my life. Can't get into reverse. Oh,
Nick
no.
Godsey has had a really up and down season this whole time. You know, he got that win at San Diego, which was probably very improbable up here in the booth. He'd probably tell you if he got his first win at San Diego, you'd probably be lying to him. But he has been very quick on ovals, just hasn't had a race be put together. He's been very close. Once at Michigan was very close. It's very close at Nashville when we went there too, but Roland Collette just seemed to dominate there. Nick Godsey still searching for his first win on an oval in the BSR Cup Series.
Yeah, but he has his best opportunity since Michigan right now, behind the number 12
Everyone's
guard
on
Alan
fresh
Duggar,
tires.
the only one standing in his way. Said Priest. Treese now able to get back on the lead lap. He's going to have something to say, I think.
And he actually has about 7 lap fresher tires than everyone else inside the top 4.
He can do it. If anyone can do it, it's going to be Isaac Treese.
I think honestly, adding one of these guys and running inside the top 5 right now, and Hugh Brown. Hugh Brown has had speed too. I think this is a 6-car race to the end.
It is, certainly. Parrish, Crump, Godsey, Duggar, Treese. And we don't know who else is going to stick their nose into this.
Now, Godsey is going to become the first car on the inside line. The outside is going to be the preferred lane to start because you get that run coming off of turn 2, going uphill down the back straightaway. Isaac Treese, if he gets a great start, he's going to be the second car on the inside row. Pace car is going to dive off the track going into turn 3. We're going to restart with 25 laps to go.
After caution number 9, Godsey has to I don't know how you refuse that inside line there. Here we go. Alan Duggar on the outside. He's going to take the green flag. Treese on the inside with Godsey. He's going to push him. Looks to the inside, not going to do it. And Crump is going to... Whoa! Wesley Crump on the bumper of Alan Duggar. He is right there. He's staying on the bumper. What a drive by Wesley Crump after a spin that took him out of first place, going laps down back into second place. He is not letting go. He's like a pit bull with a dog bone. Treese getting a little loose. Little bit loose there. Crump, number 29, he's right there. He's going to try and get some clean air up on the top, but we got a caution. What happened now? Miles Stacy around again. Not doing too well.
What a fun little shootout. And everyone's racing for that $100 bill. The bounty on Alan Duggar. 5 wins so far in the BSR Cup Series season this year. The odds-on favorite to be the regular season champion as we roll out of Daytona and head to the Southern 500 on Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend, man.
I mean, it's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Here in a little bit.
A couple takers to pit road. Hugh Brown, Miles Stacy's coming to pit road. So we're going to restart with 21, 22 laps to go. And I'm looking at the BSR rule book right now, and you can bump and run people. You're Wesley Crump.
I mean, he was on the bumper. He was on the bumper. Is he going to use it? Is he going to run? That's what I would do. I would bump Alan Duggar, and I would run for my life because I know it's coming. Single file, 10th caution of the day in a chaotic race. A really fun one, though, Colin. I'm really glad to have called this one. This is such a privilege to call these guys, especially in such an intense race. So much action, so much intensity. Again, you gotta love these kinds of races. I mean, last week we had Atlanta, which had its fair share of chaos, but didn't get really good till that ending. That ending was just something. That was just something else. I was so happy to see that. See that ending is so chaotic.
Interesting thing, Alan Duggar decides to take the inside line. He's hoping to get a better jump than Wesley Crump, but Wesley Crump's going to have the preferred line coming out of 2.
Yeah, but remember that the one car's or the one on the bottom, or the one in front, the one, for the love of God, the P1 car sets the pace. Come on, Elliott. We're back to green. Alan Duggar getting a huge jump ahead of Wesley Crump. Very smart decision. Crump still on the rear bumper. He is not letting go. He's going to drive right around Nick Godsey. P2, Wesley Crump doing a great job sliding just in front of Nick Godsey's bumper. He's using every part of that racetrack. He wants Alan Duggar bad.
He's
right so on the bumper. He's going to... Oh, man. Carrying so much speed. He's right there. He is... just a little bit off. Oh, this is intense.
Nick Godsey gets a little squirrely coming off turn 2. Still a 2 car. This is pretty much a...
Oh, he's on the bumper. He's on the bumper. He's on the bumper. He can't move him, though. Godsey gonna go around. Oh, boy. Oh, Crump and Duggar go around. Oh, my God. It's chaos. Shane Parrish out front, no caution! Alan Duggar is not happy! Wesley Crump turns him in himself! Treese in P2! What's gonna happen? Shane Parrish out front, been quiet all day in the top 3, the whole race in the top 5. He's now in front in the catbird seat with 15 laps to go. No caution for Alan Duggar. Shane Parrish out front. Oh my God. I can't believe what just happened. Oh, Hugh Brown is around.
2 cars spin. No
Nick Godsey and Hugh Brown are going to wreck. No caution out. Look at this. Godsey and Brown battling as hard as they could. Oh boy. Brown and Godsey, they're able to keep it. They're able to keep it going. No caution.
All out pandemonium has come down the pit road. Isaac Treese is coming down pit road.
Oh no! It's just there's another wrinkle thrown into this race. Guess who's in P3 now? Sponsor of this race, the number 42, Roger Shelton. He's somehow making his way through the chaos, even though he's damaged with a little bit of right front damage, hits the wall. He's in front of Wesley Crump, at least for now. 5/10 in front of him. He's going to try and hold him off, get that podium spot. Alan Duggar charging hard. I don't know if he has the pace or the tire. What just happened? What just happened? That was insane.
That's a short track Friday night for you, Elliott. That's hot tempers. Everyone's racing for some money here tonight. But Shane Parrish coming to the line. 9 laps to go.
Shane Parrish, again, quiet all day, is able to somehow, some way, come out in front. Tiffany Godsey in the chat says, I finally checked in. Can't tell you. Laughing face every single time. Yeah, you're telling me. What? I don't even know what to make of what just happened, Colin. What is this? This is the craziest league that I've ever broadcasted. The last one I had its moments, but none like this. This is insane. Parrish diving down to the bottom. He's doing really well. He just has to stay consistent. Duggar giving it all he can. 1.7 seconds now separate them, but with only 6 laps to go. He has a lot of time to make up. He's making it up, but just I don't know if it's enough. 1.6 now.
2 to 3/10 a lap for this. We'll really see.
Oh, he's gonna have to make up 4/10 if you ask me. He's gonna have to really just maybe a Hail Melon.
Stick 6 to a 6-0.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Shane Parrish 5 laps to go unless a caution comes out, which at this point I wouldn't doubt. Oh, man.
Last time by, 6-0 to a 5-9 for Alan Duggar, but it's not enough. Coming to 3 laps to go.
3 to go. Shane Parrish. That Mars Easy Dealing Wheels and Tires BSR number 66 paint scheme looking great. Debuting a new paint scheme here. And in that paint scheme, it looks like he's going to get the win. What a drive.
This is going to be his first win in about 2 months or so.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
a month and a half to 2 months. It's got to be. I mean, when the last little bit he said he had a lot of stuff to do, so he couldn't spend as much time on the service, so his racing hasn't been as good. And then he had to take the last few weeks off. But it looks like white flag in the air now for Shane Parrish. One more time around. Duggar 1.4 seconds back. He can't do anything but watch. Shane Parrish coming out of P4 will win at North Wilkesboro and get the broadcaster's bounty of $100. Shane Parrish, your winner.
What a fantastic race for the past hour and a half for these boys. Shane Parrish picks up his 3rd win of the 2026 BSR Cup Series season. Alan Duggar, P2. Wesley Crump. That is going to be a very fun interview, getting Wesley Crump and Alan Duggar.
I think we should bring them in together.
Yeah, I think we should.
No, let's not.
Nick Godsey comes in P4. Roger Shelton, P5. Hugh Brown, P6. Miles Stacy, P7. Ben Adamson, Isaac Treese, Ray Adamson rounding out your top 10. Jarrett Jones in 11th. Michael Davis in 12th. Gus Otero in P13. And rounding out the field, Mike Augustine in P14.
Oh my God, what the heck just happened? I don't even know what to make of the last, like, of those last 20 laps. I'm in actual shock. Tiffany's right. This is why I don't watch. It always goes to pieces. That's one way to say it. What are we supposed to make of this? That's the most insane finish I've seen. 2 weeks in a row of 2 of the craziest finishes. We haven't had a real normal finish in a long, long time. But with that, that's going to end this race here. We should start getting interviews here up and going pretty soon. Got to wait for people to filter into the waiting room. I'm pretty sure that they're just right now discussing what happened. I don't even know if they know what to make of it either. That was...
As I wait to go give my wife a shot for IVF, but I have to say that there's this really sort of started as Wesley Crump was trying to get around Alan Duggar on the inside. I think he just entered turn 1 a little bit too hot, got loose, and Alan Duggar unfortunately was there to catch him as he slid up. I'm surprised. What really surprised me, Elliot, is that did not bring out a caution.
No, it didn't. I'm honestly shocked because so many cars had problems, but they were all able to get it moving pretty quickly. That wreck between Godsey and I think it was Hugh Brown. They were able to stay out of it. They were able to keep it going. But that being said, let's bring in the number 29 car, Wesley Crump, into the broadcast booth. Yeah. Wesley, how you doing? It's Elliot and Colin.
Hey, Wesley, how you doing, man? P3. You led some laps earlier in the race. You got into Alan Duggar. What was it like from your perspective? Did you just get a little loose and going into 1, fighting for the win?
Yeah, I underdrove the corner and I turned in a little bit too early, so it made the car yaw out too much. And that caused me to get into my buddy Duggar.
Oh man, those last 15 laps were some of the most crazy we've seen all season, Wesley. But before all that, you had a really good race going, man. You were leading until you spun, and then you worked your way back up to second. I gotta say, that shows a lot of grit and determination, man. Great job to do it there. I mean, I'm honestly, hats off to you to get to that point. But you just explained you just underdrove the turn a little bit too much, and unfortunately that happened between you and Duggar. But aside from that, what else did you... What do you have to make of those last 15 laps as someone who is a part of that? Just seeing the chaos around you.
I was just hoping to race it out there cleanly, and of course that didn't happen. And you can't feel these cars like you can in real life. So biggest difference there. Like I said, you can't feel it. So sorry to Duggar, getting him out of shape. Probably cost him to win, or him and I battling it out, whatever from there. Shout out to everybody watching.
Yeah. You did rebound a little bit. You got back into P3, man. So I want to say great bounce back. Is this like your first podium or second podium of the year so far?
Probably with this group, yeah. But we had a win earlier this week in officials, so that was fun. Get that in, and then I've run up front a bunch all week long in the officials as well.
Well, good job on the finish, Wesley, and sorry about everything that happened, but you still ran one hell of a race. I think that everyone,
it's all good.
Everyone in the who is watching and us up here, man, we could say you put on a show for us tonight. So despite what happened, you did a great job, man. Really happy for you. Before we head out here, is there anyone you want to send your appreciations to?
I'll send my appreciation to Brandon and BSR and all those guys and their sponsors and whatnot. I don't know the names of all the sponsors, so we'll just say all of them. That's about it, man. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for the broadcasters.
Awesome, Wesley. Good luck next week, man. We're going to Indy, so be ready.
Yeah, hopefully I can make it. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. I'm rooting for you. All right, have a good night.
You too.
All right, and now we're going to bring up our second place finisher, Alan Duggar. Alan, you had it, and then you didn't. Take us through what happened. We got to know.
I'm not really sure what happened myself. I know, I don't know. With me and Wesley, we was running pretty tight in the one, and I don't know if he got loose and got up into me. But I mean, it's just hard racing.
Hard racing, man, is right. You basically dominated the whole race when you were on the same strategy as other people. I would have said, I would have been very hard pressed to say that you didn't have that race won. I pretty much had you, if you could just get out a little more in front of Wesley Crump, that you would have had that race in the bag completely. But aside from what happened to you, what do you make of everything else that ended up happening in those last few laps?
Oh, after that happened, I was just driving the dog snot out of the car, just tried to catch Shane, and I felt like the right rear had some damage, and it was making me really loose and coming off of 4, so I had to be real easy on the throttle coming off of 4, and I just couldn't get there.
Colin, you got anything for him?
Alan, you have had pretty much the hot hand of this entire season up until this point. You were looking like you were trying to extend your your regular season point standings, but you're locked into the chase for the BSR Cup. Only 4 races remain. Do you think you have enough to win the regular season championship, or do you feel the pressure from Nick Godsey, Wesley Crump, and Isaac Treese, who are nipping on the heels behind you?
As long as I can keep getting good finishes, I think I'll be okay. It's just going to be right now it's a toss up. I mean, we got We got Indy coming up. We still got a super speedway in there somewhere, so it's going to be an exciting championship run to the end. I will say that. Like you said, everything's so close right now, so I just got to keep having good finishes and try to stay ahead of these boys.
Absolutely. Did you have a chance to talk with Wesley about what happened there?
No, not yet. We fix to go down there. We're gonna talk, so try to figure out what happened.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Again, sorry about what happened, but you put on a hell of a show for everyone out here. You did a great job. We'll be ready to see you next week in Indianapolis. I'm feeling pretty good about your chances there as well. But before we head out, man, is there anyone you want to send your appreciations to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Easy Dealing Wheels and Tires, Iron City Revival. I'd like to thank them as well. They just dropped new music on all music streaming platforms. I'd like to thank Cinnamon Motorsport, Bar Ranch, Eagle Eye Graphics. Yeah, I'd like to thank my family for tuning in and watching, and I'd like to thank y'all for doing the broadcast, and all the guys over at BSR, and everybody for coming out tonight and playing a little bit and having some fun.
Absolutely, Alan. Again, sorry about the race, or sorry about the wreck, but P2 is still good, man. We'll see you next week in Indy.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You.
All right, now time to bring up the surprise race. Never thought I'd call him a surprise, but in this case, a surprise race winner, number 66, Shane Parrish. Shane, it's Elliot and Colin in the booth, man.
Yeah, you guys can send me back down there. I don't deserve to be up here.
Oh, stop it,
No.
man.
You crossed the line first. No speed all night.
I had no speed. I was spinning. I was, man, after 30, 40 laps, I was just going to the back. It is what you call being off 2 months and just very little practice and coming out here and not be able to feel the car. You know, I spend thousands and thousands of laps, every week. And I just haven't done. I haven't done anything for almost 2 months hardly. So, but it's all right. I mean, I seen them get together, and I dove to the bottom. I said, man, I'm going to go down here and hope I can clear them, because I thought they'd spin and come down and get me. And then the caution didn't even come out. And I'm just like, yep, let's just set cruise. And then about 3 times I got stupid and tried to drive a little bit faster when I was matching Alan's lap times. And I about spun it and lost 2-3 tenths a second on those 3 laps. I'm like, just drive the car. I don't know why you're trying to go faster.
Well, I mean, great analysis as always, Shane. Again, what in front, when you were right behind Wesley and Alan, what did you see, and how did that transpire? Take us through that moment when you were able to get the lead.
Well, I seen Wesley go, just his rear start coming around, and I knew it probably hit that bump going into the corner. So as soon as I seen that, I went straight to the bottom, because I was really hoping they wouldn't come down or somebody come down and collect me. A lot of times the middle car gets gets into the top car, comes down and collects you, and you're in the wall, hooks you right in the wall. But they didn't. They saved it, and I just said, okay, let's set sail. But Alan, congratulations to Alan. I mean, Alan's been tough this week. He's been the fastest in the league all week. Really fast. Wishing the best luck tomorrow night in the tough league. I think he'll be a top 5 car. This was his race for sure. If that wouldn't have happened, there wasn't nobody touching Alan.
Well, I got to say, I was hoping that I could hold on to some cold hard cash for at least one more week, but you're going to walk away from North Wilkesboro winning the bounty, beating Alan Duggar. It didn't matter how it happened. As long as he finished the race, you won. I guess some beer money for you and the wife. Some more
Yeah.
money.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to come over the radio. I was going to come over there and I'm going to go, Alan, don't you dare wreck that on purpose and cost me $100, but I didn't do it. I was going to give him a hard time, but I knew he was concentrating. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, either way, Shane. I mean, despite the circumstances, man, what matters is that you drove safely and consistently the whole time. You were out there till the end. In my eyes, you absolutely deserve this win.
Well, I thank you guys much. I got to really go back and look at lap 19 or 20 there, where I got into that incident with the 51 there on the outside of me. Don't quite know what happened. My spotter said I had the spot. Now, whether my fender was clear or not when he came down on me, I really don't know. But I'm going to go back and take a
Oh
look
no,
at that.
no, no, that
Might
that
be
that
getting a
was
penalty next week, and if it's
no,
my
no.
fault, I deserve it, so it's not a big deal. But I want to check that out, and I want to say sorry to him again, and anybody else that might have been involved in that when we got together. That sucked. I don't like doing that. That definitely doesn't make me feel good.
Was that you in the 35? Were you talking about that?
That was the 51.
Or yeah, the 51.
Yeah, it was right at the beginning of the race.
He came up. He came up on your right rear, right, or your left rear?
No, my right front. He was up on the top side, and I went down to the bottom side, which I've been running the whole time, and I just seen him coming down. Things happen so fast in these cars when you're on these short tracks that I can't say it was my fault or his fault. I'm going to have to go back and watch it just to see. Either way, it don't matter whose fault it was. It was a racing incident. It don't matter. It's just racing and trying to hold your position. I understand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, man. Before we head out here, Shane, is there anyone you wanna thank? You wanna send your appreciations to?
Well, yeah. I mean, I got one of the biggest thanks in the world. You know, I got to thank Wesley for getting loose. I mean, I got the win. Thanks, Wesley. That was great, dude. I appreciate that. Sorry to Alan, you didn't win because, man, this was definitely your race. Alan's a great guy, didn't get upset. But I want to thank Ryko, Ken, all the guys over there do what they do. Definitely thank Brandon for the league and all the changes he keeps making and the good things and, putting up with me not being here a whole lot and just being real busy trying to get everything done by, December so I can dedicate my time and my life back to racing, which I want to get back to and get good again. And thank you guys up there in the booth. You guys do a great job. It's a lot of fun. Love listening to you. Nicholas, that was a lot of fun running you there for those, 8-10 laps. We were side by side. Man, that was a lot of fun.
Well, hell yeah, Shane. Again, congratulations on the win. Yeah, we'll see you next week for Indianapolis. I'm sure you'll have fun there.
Love Indy, one of my favorite tracks. That is, if it's not a Daytona, Talladega style, just drafting. Hopefully we'll have some separation there. That'll be nice, but we'll see, and that depends on how much time I get in. But I'll try to be there and be a top 10 next week. And just want to thank all the viewers out there for watching, and put our broadcast out, get more people to watch, bring your families and friends in, and have a drink, just like pretend it's a football game, like it's the Super Bowl every week, and have fun.
Yeah, and it's a long one. We're running the full length.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting for sure. I might have to get some dependents now. I'll be all right.
Do you think you have what it takes to double up and actually take $200 in the span of a week?
No, I doubt that. I mean, like I said, guys, I've got a lot to do next week. I mean, might be on for 4, 5, 6 hours compared to my 30 hours a week I usually spend behind this thing. I want to try to get as much as I can. Indy is one of my better tracks, but it's really going to depend on the setup and the separation at Indy. Indy's that way. It's either Daytona, Talladega, and you just got a chance of being wrecked and crap happening, or you get separation, and if you drive the car well and you race the track, you'll do well. So we'll see what the car does come Sunday night. We'll all know at that time. And thank my wife out there for putting up with me for all the stuff that I'm gone lately. Been crazy, but got a great woman. Got to take care of her. She's definitely the love of my life.
Awesome, Shane. And with that, have a good rest of your night, man.
You guys as well. Thank you.
And that'll do it for us tonight here at North Wilkesboro. That was a race and a half, everybody. So happy that everyone could come out here to watch it. It was fun. It was crazy. It was intense. Chaotic. And hopefully we see another great race next week. Tune in. It's a long one. It's a full-length Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Have a good night, everybody. And we'll see you next week.